The top 5 mid-game horses in Red Dead Redemption 2 Online is what I'm going to go over in this video. Welcome guys, appreciate you stopping by. So, if you didn't notice, I did a video not too long ago covering the best early game horses, which was pretty surprising, and there's going to be a correlation between that video and also this video as far as, you know, one of the horses that appears on that list that is pretty good for the early game as well as the mid game. So, we're going to go ahead and check out these top 5 horses. There's going to be a discrepancy on people's list. I'm specifically doing this based on the speed and acceleration stats on the horses. Some people might have a preference on a certain style of horse as far as if they're better suited for, you know, dealing with animals and gun battles, or if they like specific coats on other horses and are willing to deal with, you know, less speed and acceleration. But again, this is based on just the speed and acceleration stats that you will find. And we're going to go ahead and we'll start it off now. Number 5 on this list is going to be a horse that ended up being the top early game horse, which unlocks at level 21. It is the American Standard Bred. It is a racehorse, and you will notice on this list the racehorses dominate the mid game. So we're going to go ahead and check out this Standard Bred. There are 2 versions that you can unlock at 21, and they come with a speed stat of 4 and 3 to begin with. So at that point, they are the best horses according to speed and acceleration. But the thing is, as you get your stirrups and you get that bonus for speed and acceleration, they end up being the best horses up until about level 39, where we end up getting our 4th place horse on this list, which is also an American Standard Bred. It is the Palomino Dapple, which comes with the standard of 5 and 4, and then you can upgrade that one to 7 and 6. The only issue with the Palomino Dapple is it is going to cost you 6 gold, and it is the first horse, I think, that is you know, best as far as the stats, that is going to start to, you know, switch over from cash to gold. So as we get through this list, you'll notice that gold definitely plays a big part in it. Later on in the late game, it's more about the cash, so you can kind of you know, decide what's best for you, waiting for horses that you can buy with cash, or getting the top horses available now with, you know, dishing out some gold. So you will have to pay 6 for that. So we're up to the number 3 horse on this list, and you'll see the stall is empty for us Xbox players. You PlayStation players have a horse in there that you guys got. It is the red Chestnut Arabian. I'm not sure when we're going to get it on Xbox or what coat we're going to have on it, but the stat on that horse is a standard 7 for speed, 6 for acceleration. It does come with its own saddle that's going to be huge if you can take that and put it on other horses. But it is on this list at number 3 because it will be a free horse, and you can actually get that horse whenever it comes out if you're on Xbox, and it will basically replace the stats of that Palomino Dapple American Standard Bred. So you can go ahead and bypass paying that 6 at level 38 or 39 and get this free horse from Rockstar whenever it does come out, and it will be just as good as that one. So that can go ahead and save you some money. So now we're going to go ahead and we have a tie for first place here. And it's actually 2 horses that have the same stat as the horse that's thought of as the fastest horse in the game, which is the Foxtrotter, which has a speed stat of 9 once you fully max it out, and 7 for acceleration. You can pay cash with that one, but if you want to go ahead and get an early jump and get 2 of the other fastest horses in the game, you will have the Nakota Reverse Dapple Roan right there. You can see it has a speed stat of 7 and 5 to start off with. And then basically by that time you already have the stirrups. They give you the 2 additional speed and acceleration bonus. So that's 18 gold right there versus paying, I think it's 850 for the Foxtrotter. So at this point in the game, it's really going to be, do you want to save your gold and, you know, use your cash later on? Or do you want to go ahead and use your gold, have the best stuff, and save your cash for any kind of stuff that comes out with the DLCs? You have the other option here with the American Thoroughbred, the Brindle version, which unlocks at level 51. And by the way, that Nakota unlocks at 48 that I was just talking about. They are the same stats. They're both starting off at 7 and 5 with a maximum of 9 and 7. And then they both cost 18 gold. So if you're willing to part with some gold, you have a couple of great options, you know, in the 48 to 51 range. And now it becomes a, you know, a question on what skin or what coat of the horse you prefer. So this is going to go ahead and be my mid-game top pick. I prefer horses that are bigger. This is a racehorse, so it has that race handling, and I do have this one upgraded once I take it out of the stable, because at level 40 you get the 2nd stirrup that gives you the additional 2 for speed and 2 for acceleration. So I went from having that level 21 American Standard bred with the upgraded saddle, which gave me 6 and 5 for acceleration speed. Paid 18 gold bars. Now I'm up to 9 and 7. And as of right now, this horse is tied with the Nakota and also the Foxtrotter for the highest speed in the game. You do have the Arabians, which we saw there, which have a max of 8 and 8, and one of them costs you gold and one of them costs you cash, but they do unlock a lot higher in the game. So actually that's coming up in this clip. So I'm just testing out my American Thoroughbred. I'm absolutely fine with paying the 18 gold bars for that American Standardbred. It is a great horse, and I highly recommend that for you people in the mid game that are okay with dishing out some gold bars versus cash. Now here's where the gold versus cash dilemma comes in for people in the mid game. You're gonna have to decide, early 48 and 51. Do you want to pay the gold to get the top horses in the game, basically two of the 3 best in the game as far as speed and acceleration, or you're going to go ahead and pay 950 at level 58 to unlock that Foxtrotter, which has probably the most unique and best coat in the game. That thing is amazing, but it will cost you 950. So if you're okay with parting with 950, you might want to wait. Just use your free horse from Rockstar, that red Chestnut Arabian that you got, or you could, later in the game purchase these. But this is where I want to go ahead and just give the little reflection on gold versus cash in this game. You saw that Arabian right there had a high speed stat of 8 and 8. That's the max you can go with it. And you have one version that you can purchase with cash, and you have another one that you can purchase with like 42 or 43 gold bars. But as I mentioned, at level 48 and 51, depending on your taste, you have those two, the Thoroughbred, and then you also have the Nakota that you can purchase for 18 gold, which is going to have a max of 9 for speed and 7 for acceleration, the same as the Foxtrotter that unlocks at level 58 for $950. So it really depends on what you want to do. There's going to be tons of stuff that's going to be coming out as far as DLCs. I guarantee there will be a new horse that'll be added in. But at this point in mid-game, you're really trying to set yourself up for late game. You don't want to be spending $1,000 on a horse because you made a mistake earlier. So you really need to take into consideration at this point. Do you want to go ahead and get the Arabians that unlock in the 60s and just keep rocking the free horse from Rockstar, which has a max of 7 and 6? Or are you going to purchase one of the top 3 horses as far as speed? And I'm talking about the Nakota, the Thoroughbred, or the Foxtrotter that becomes available at 58. So these are some big decisions in this game. You spend so much time on your horse, and once you start getting up to this level, 18 gold bars or 950 ends up being, a pretty big decision. You should not take it lightly. So hopefully this video can help you make that decision a little easier. If you're okay with getting rid of gold bars, I suggest either going with the Nakota or the Thoroughbred. And if you want to go ahead and save your gold bars and use cash, then wait until 58, get the Foxtrotter. I think those horses will be better than the Arabians that have a max of 8 and 8, although they do have better stamina. They just unlock later on in the game. So you have some great options now. Again, hope this video helps you guys. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. So until next time, I'll see you.